Chapter 3, with Sword and Gun. Hey guys, it's 323 Starlight.
And Pixel Maniac C.
And welcome back to Lunar Nights. In the last episode, we saved the members of the guild with our epic shooting skills.
Back at the bar, it's the golden pumpkin. You should have seen Aaron back there. He just waltzed in there and tore those monsters limb from limb. It was amazing. You should have seen it for yourself. Wasn't he just facing off against one monster? And besides, how can you tear someone limb from limb with a gun anyway? The bosses still haven't shown up yet, I know. That's a more serious problem. Or had you forgotten about them? Oh, come on, they're alright, I'm sure of it. After all, Bea went over to lend them an extra hand. She did? Well, that changes things. That means the three best gunslingers from the guild are all fighting as one. I doubt even a pair of vampires could give them much trouble. Elsewhere in the bar, vampires. So they've finally shown their faces. And Bea's here too. We just can't stop running into that girl, can we? I really don't like dealing with her. She's a pain. Somewhere else? Look, there's no reason Ernest and Kay should be taking this so long. You don't think those vampires got them, do you? Settle down. For now, all we can do is believe in them. And wait. But I can't wait anymore.
Hey, patience is a virtue.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to see what the deal is. Aaron, wait. And we run into Bea. Bea! Where's Ernest and Kay? I found this near a sewer entrance. These are Ernest! Oh man, in the center of the stream we've got Ernest goggles. A trademark for all solar gunslingers. That's not a good sign. The vampires! They must have gotten him. It's a trap. They're using them as bait to try and lure us into the sewers, away from safety, where the light of the sun can't reach. I don't care if it's a trap. We've got to help them. They're going into the sewers. Let's go, Bea! No! We can't just abandon all our comrades. Not to mention everyone else in this city. Don't you understand what those two were fighting for in the first place? We can't just... I know. There's gotta be something we can do. Is that... Hey, hold it! Don't run away from me! Huh? That's... Run away? What makes you think I'm running away from you? The moment we made eye contact, you stood up from your seat, didn't you? I got your information on the vampires. That's all I needed from you. I'm not gonna stick around here while you try to pass off more of your chores on me. You helped us earlier. That was just taking out the trash, that's all. Well, if that's all you've got to say to me, then fine. But at least let me thank you. Everyone is safe and sound, and it's all thanks to you. We appreciate that. Like I care. Lucian, I know you'll just call it a chore, but I'm still going to ask. Please, can you help us rescue our comrades? They've been captured by the vampires. Look, don't make me say this again. I fight alone, for myself, period. Why should I care about your friends?
But...
I'll go with you. You can take on the vampires. I'll rescue Ernest and Kay. Everything will work out just fine, okay? Okay, like hell, I'm not going to babysit some brat. Right, so, anyway, you go on ahead, Aaron. Really? You sure it's okay? Did you just not hear me now? Of course it's okay. I'm not about to babysit for you either, you know. Thanks, Bea. You people.
I like how they're not listening to Lucian.
Triple negative, so just not listening. Got it. Anyway, just make sure you come back alive, alright? Remember, it's okay to run away if you get in trouble. There's no point in looking cool if you're dead.
Well, how can you look cool if you're dead unless you're propped up and have sunglasses on?
Starlight!
Oh my god. I'm sorry, I was thinking of some show I watched.
Lucian's reaction is my reaction. This may not be as bad as it looks. He seems like a fairly gifted gunslinger in spite of his appearance. And that solar gun of his is bound to come in handy as long as we're fighting vampires. Oh, come on, not you two.
Oh, burned by his own Tyrannial. How does it feel, Lucian?
Whatever. As long as I'm free to do as I choose. Nice answer. Thanks, Lucian. I promise I won't let you down. Here, Aaron, take this with you. Hey, we got our second solar gun. We got the solar gun Witch. This thing's basically a rocket launcher that homes in on the nearest enemy. It goes straight for a short time, but then it just goes directly for that enemy. It's useful for firing around corners. Plus it has a small blast, but it's not that big of a blast, so it's useful for going around corners. You ought to be able to use this gun by now. It's a spare though, so don't expect it to have all the original capabilities.
Oh, darn it.
Ah, crap, we gotta upgrade this one too. If it's not strong enough for you, you'll have to power it up yourself, alright? Beta! Thanks, I'll take good care of it.
Why couldn't she have just given us her own and then, oh, never mind.
I'll get some comrades together to help rebuild. Bring those two back safely, alright? Alright.
I am not going to argue with Konami logic.
Let's just say that she likes hers a lot better. Alright, so we've got ourselves a few new areas. But for now, let's just go right to Sheridan's mansion where we upgraded Lucian's sword. Actually, yeah, we didn't upgrade it quite yet. We just bought enough of the materials.
Well, we've been waiting for you, Lucian. As you know, the Parasol is an environmental manipulation system, controlled by the Duke and his minions. Because of its influence, most of the world's been cloaked in an eternal, endless night. However, now that you've defeated the Margrave and freed one of the Perennials, the guardians who govern over the will of this world, it would seem you've finally managed to put a crack in their system. As a result, now I can hack directly into the Parasol and alter the climate that prevails over the local area. Right now we have two possible climates at our disposal. Balmy subtropical, which is this area's original climate,
which is actually a pretty well-balanced climate. It's got average humidity, average wind speed, average temperatures, and occasionally there's a cloud that covers the sun, so it's essentially middle of everything.
An arid desert, the climate brought forth by the flame perennial Ursula.
The arid desert climate, it's almost always clear skies, so it's got some very high sun and moon light when you're outdoors. But it has very high temperatures too, which would make the enemies turn flame type. But it also powers up Ursula, which lets you take care of those blue elemental blocks that we probably saw earlier in one of the first episodes. Fourth wall breaking, it's so good. Anyway, the arid desert may occasionally make a sandstorm, which will block your whistling, so it won't work when you're trying to attract enemies' attention that way. Oh well, double-edged sword.
Anytime you want me to hack in and change the Parasol's climate, just say the word.
Alright, so now that we've got that over with, we have 5 choices. We can talk to either Carmilla or Sheridan. We can enhance our weapons, which we can't do right now because we don't have the right materials. We can change the climate, which is what Sheridan just told us we can do.
Wait, what about all those junk parts that we got along the way after we first visited this guy?
I'll ask that later. Anyway, the shooting battle, any of those purification areas that we've done, such as using the Laplace to purify the Margrave, we can redo those and see how high a rank we can get. But for now, let's just change the climate to arid desert. After all, I would rather take no whistling over extremely great light. Alright, it's changed. Let's just get out of here.
She sounds like a robot if you think about it.
She is an android. Alright, now that we're back on the main map screen, there's a little area we can go back here for a little bit, but we'll save that for a later video. Right now, we're just going to have to go right to the Old sewers.
Old Koyascent sewers. Yay, I said it right for first time.
What's that smell?
It's a sewer, for crying out loud.
Don't get all worked up. It's just an odor.
Doesn't it bother you at all, Lucian? Ugh, I think I'm starting to get sick.
The boy's right. It does reek here. Of vampires.
So this really is a trap, isn't it?
So what if it is? You planning to run on home with your tail between your legs?
Run? No way! I'm going to get them out of here no matter what.
You sure talk a pretty big game. But it'll take more than that to win against these guys.
I know that. You don't have to tell me.
Listen up, you two. We're about to enter a dark zone, an area under the rule of vampires. You both need to use all of your abilities, your skills with sword and gun, with sun and darkness.
Hey, they just made a reference to the chapter title.
Yeah, but it's the wrong order. It's Sword and Gun, Dark and Light. Whatever. If not, it's unlikely you'll ever get past their tricks and traps. You can swap characters at any time by pressing select. Be sure to use it well. Also, Aaron, if you want to charge your energy, you need to be in the sunlight. Likewise, Lucian, you can only charge your energy under the energy at the light of the moon. Excuse me. Make sure you have a way to refill your energy before you start using it up. You don't need to tell me twice.
It seems like Toasty has a speech impediment.
He's British, okay? Let's go, Naro! Hey, wait up, Lucian! And he just runs off. Ah, great, I forgot that we have not that much life energy, so let's just go ahead and use some life items. I'll use some of this almost spoiled earth fruit so we can recover a lot of energy, or health. But, oh yeah, I forgot. The arid desert climate will make the chocolate melt faster. So that means we can get chocolate milk a lot faster. Let's recover more energy or health with that. Let's try out our witch for a little bit. Oh, right. Alright, for now we can only fire about 2 or 3 rockets. Yeah, just 2 rockets at once because it's only level 1. If I...
Check out what that junk part is.
Alright.
Oh, another junk part. We're getting junk parts like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, they seem like crap at first, but once we use them, not only do they go away from our inventory, but it also reveals itself to be solvent, which is actually a pretty useful item when it comes to upgrading your gun.
And sword.
Yeah, but that comes later. Actually, it's not the sword I'm upgrading. There's a different weapon. But we're almost out of energy, so... Solar fruits. Alright, now that we've shown you what the witch can do, let's just go right to Lucian.
You can automatically switch characters by pressing the select button.
Toasty just told us that. As in just 1 minute ago.
I wasn't really paying much attention.
I can see. Alright. We don't have to defeat all these enemies, but it's worth doing so if we want to get some experience and level up. You know, now that I think about it, maybe I should probably use... Yeah, it might be a good idea to just... Oh, right. Sometimes the arid desert does have not so much light. Oh well. Alright, you know, maybe it would be a good idea to allocate our status points. To do so, we go right to the status menu, and this little number you see right here, you're able to raise your spirit 1 or twice. You know, for now I'm going to raise my vitality because health isn't exactly our strong point for now, so let's just raise vitality a little. Oh, I almost forgot. You can equip the same accessory on more than one character. So it raises our vitality by a lot. Oh wait, I forgot to do so for Lucius. Lucian, whatever. Alright, to change characters on the pause screen, just tap the face. Now it looks like we've leveled up quite a bit for Lucian. He's level 5 right now, so let's just give him skill. He's quite an attacker. Let's give him more skill and a little vitality, just because. Yeah, that was quick. Aaron level up again, so I'm just gonna give him spirit. He'll need the energy. Why do I keep thinking the B buttons attack? Maybe I've been playing a little much Zelda.
Shouldn't you switch away from Ursula?
Yeah, I should probably use no Terrennial for now. But higher temperature means higher attack.
And many bats means it hell for you. Excuse my language there.
We're 17, you know.
True. Though people didn't really need to know that.
Well, the only information I would ever give out over the internet are my name, my gender, maybe my birth month, and my area, or at least my time zone. We should probably sneak past that dumb dog.
Because it could probably maybe kill us in one hit. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. Oh well. No, wait.
More jelly things. Hooray!
Ah, crunch. Hey, more of these Terrabugs. Oh wait, I remember. There's something else about this area that you can only do after you beat it. But I'm not going to do that in this video right now. Now, you gotta be careful with that, Jess, because like when... What the? So the big bad dark swordsman gone and gotten himself a sidekick, huh? I'm gonna have to come up with a name for you two. She'll come up with it later. You'll see it. I'm hanging up, Alice. Sorry, just kidding. Sheesh. The name I've got now is more than sufficient. A name that spells death to the vampire race. Yeah. Anyway, I'll make this brief. So that water channel in the front of you, see that huge statue off to the side? That. Alright. That's what's known as a weather statue. When one of those is nearby, you can mess with the parasol to change things around. For example, water will evaporate in the arid desert climate, while plants will grow faster in the tropical rainforest climate. We haven't gotten that one yet. Once you free up a portion of the parasol, you can go to Sheridan's to mess with it. So if you see a weather statue around, try switching climates to see what happens. Also, about that mobile unit I lent you. You know, the one in your valuables? Wait, we have a valuables menu? You can use it to contact me whenever you want to use the retry or escape commands. So that's what the coins are for. Retry allows you to restart an area from the beginning, while escape gets you out of a dungeon back on the world map. They both cost money though, so don't expect me to be footing the bill. Footing the bill? What? Never heard that one before. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll have the Pure Effects ready for you, so you two play nice with each other down there, okay?
Lucian is having a bad day.
Yeah. Okay, so there's supposed to be a green chest down there, but considering the temperature is too low at 78 degrees, even though we've got the arid desert.
78 degrees, that's pretty high.
Not really. It's got to be somewhere in the 80s for it to work right.
Ah.
Alright.
Anyway,
here's a good area to use some... Ah, crunch. I'll probably do... Now these frost gels are... these frost blobs, whatever they're called, I don't know why they're associated with ice, because it's really high temperature right now. Oh well, with Ursula around, it's supposed to deal more damage to those that are associated with frost element.
Unfortunately, we're out of energy.
Yeah, whatever. I know. Ah, wrong enemy.
Use the knight.
Alright.
Darn bats!
Crunch. Use earth fruit. Solar.
Cursed bats!
This may take a while, so I'll just...
Oh my gosh, they followed us.
That does it.
Oh, that overkill much?
And we got ourselves a junk part. Yeah. An elemental switch. This is a special kind of device. To turn it on and off, simply attack it with the opposite element from the one that's currently displaying. Right now it's displaying the frost element, which we saw earlier in the enemies. So the opposite element would be...
Ursula.
Pow!
Pow! Ha!
I just had to do POW once because... whatever.
Oh yeah, I might as well go ahead and tell you this right now. There are moments in this dungeon where you will possibly fall into the water, and you do not want that to happen. If you fall in the water,
if you just pretty much fall off of someplace that you know for certain there isn't, if there's any place you don't know for certain that there's a spot underneath, don't you dare fall down, because it's instant game over, no matter which character you are.
Yeah, Capcom kind of.
This is Konami.
Konami, sorry.
No, blue chest.
I've been playing too much Asura's Wrath.
Yeah, well, this is a blue chest. Now, for those of you who play Boktai, you should know this. They contain keys, like this round key. They unlock certain doors in this dungeon. You know, maybe I should probably use the jump part. Steel! Alright.
Anyway, this seems like a good place to end things off.
Alright. We'll come back later at the edge of the area, which I'll be dashing if I have the energy. Well, see you later.